Hey, we're uh we're playing The Legend of Heroes: Trails in the Sky. And there's a lawnmower in the background. Hopefully the microphone isn't picking it up. I'm not sure. The lawnmower is unrelated to this game, if you're not familiar with its original soundtrack. I've never played this game before. This was a gift from Clinks, and then a couple people actually coincidentally asked me to play it. I think Will from the chat said I should play it. I have a couple friends outside of my burgeoning YouTube empire that happen to play the game. They're like, "Hey, yeah, Trails of the Sky, cool." Let's check what we got here. And you know what? It's probably easier to just get angry at these things during the game and fix them later. Let's just get right in there. Difficulty. Average difficulty for those wanting a little challenge. A difficult setting for those who find normal a bit lacking. Or crazy people. We'll go with normal. Daddy's really late. I even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today, too. Shira's gone traveling around the kingdom on some kind of training. I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit more before dinner. Man's voice. Hey, I'm home. Oh, Daddy. It's not a burglar. Sort of kept you waiting, Estelle. I was getting my mustache touched up. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? Of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting bad monsters, did you? Nope, I'm fit as a fiddle. That reminds me, though, I brought you a present. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole, sneakers, something for my training. Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Are little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry? I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty, and jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Anyways, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Now why don't you come have a look? It's... what the fuck? It's this naked dude I found outside. Happy birthday. What? What? Here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? Why's my present a boy? Don't make such a fuss or you'll wake him up. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Kinda dead if you ask me. I've treated his wound, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it. Okay. He sure sleeps soundly. And he almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair. And a pair of amber eyes to go with it. That's nice and all, but how about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Who is this kid anyway? Why is he hurt? Why'd you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray Mom? Where have you been picking up those kinds of words? No doubt from Sherazard, I assume. That's right. For heaven's sake, that girl's going to get me into trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business. And I don't even... what the fuck? Where'd you meet this naked, near-death kid? I was on business at the brothel. I don't even know his name. You mean bracer business? Something like that. Oh, look. Huh? He's waking up. Wow, his eyes really are the color of amber. Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here. So please just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why didn't you just leave me there to die? Why? Now that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just work out that way work for you? Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey. You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that's just gonna make it take longer for your body to heal. Just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle. Estelle Bright. She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Now that you mention it. Wait a minute, don't try to change this up. Ow. Quit yelling. Alright already. You jumping on me like that isn't going to make me heal any faster either. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Jumping on me like that's just gonna make things worse. Do I hear yelling? Just forget it. As a word of advice, it'd be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in the house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? What? Your name! You know, that thing that people call you? I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours? Um, Seems like the logical thing to do if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Mm, fine. My name is... Whoa. My name is Opening Cutscene Animation. Call me Harmonica Kid. What the hell is that? Oh, that's that kid from before. All right, that's her fighting stick. Yep, that's Harmonica Kid. That's me. Okay. There's our pencil mustache father. It's the piano kid from Charlie Brown grew up. He gets a gun. Muscly monk man. Maybe one of the characters we get is a giant flying ship. So I don't know what this game's about. I've never played it, but it looks like that girl's dad brings home like a ladyboy from the brothel and we get caught up in some stuff. I think this was originally a PSP game, Seiko. That might be why you never heard of it. For a Wii game? It wasn't originally a PC game, I think. That didn't really give me any closure on what this game is. Just a montage of people we've never met. Ugh, so bright in here. Let's just leave that kid to her devices. People are telling me the chat's not working. One sec. Got it. Easy peasy. Yawn. I slept like a rock. That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed. Apparently my name is not Harmonica Kid, it's Joshua. I guess that's a no. That's me playing the harmonica. Well, I guess I'd better get myself ready then, too. That's such a patronizing clap. Well, 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 look who's not doing their fucking chores, Joshua. Morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. I was already up when I heard you start to play. No, she wasn't. I can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind, but with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber. What do you mean? How wrong you are, Joshua. We may be the same age, but I'm clearly the woman of the house. And that makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? How fortunate for you. You'd at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is a nice tune, though. Cheerful, yet somehow wistful. Like your other songs, too, of course, but this one's my favorite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. That's right, that. I wish I could play the harmonica like you. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. Holy shit. I wish I could play basic wind instrument like you. I wish I could swing stick like you. You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff, like reading and music. No girl is going to be impressed with just that. Excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? That's enough talking about hobbies. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Really? I'll believe that when I stop finding beetles in the hallway. Hey, Estelle, Joshua. Nice pencil mustache, Dad. Morning, Dad. Morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? It's ready and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay. On my way. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you eating or inhaling? Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work too, or you'll grow sideways. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point, like a sort of tutorial. And once we're finished, we'll be bracers just like you, Dad. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I pass you, too. That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait, what test? Please tell me you didn't forget about the test. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning in training? Don't you remember Shira saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Oh, totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it. I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other. Star emoji. Apparently she's texting me. I honestly don't know how you've survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sieve. Papa's sad. What the f... How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? You're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you. You two act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Shira's going to be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting? Let's just transition magically from the chairs and be on our way. Oh, before I forgot, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I'd like to eat, huh? How about Ron-style scalloped fish in a balsamic vinegar sauce? What? I think it's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle, or our stomachs. You're right. I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelet. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible. How rude. Can't actually say it's wrong. Actually, I do have one favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. They're supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. Got it. One copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. Whoop. Some dollary dues. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. Whatever. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. Work hard and give Scheherazade my regards. Alright. Sliding along the ground, that's fine. This is a game from 2004 on the PSP. You're allowed to... Oh, am I farting when I walk? Holy fuck, this house is messy. Look at this. Alright, there's... What have I done? Oh shit, I'm just going deeper in. Okay, we're out. Is there no way to run? I guess not. I guess this is just maximum speed me. Oh, no! It's R2. Beep, beep! Checking out our house. Hey, Staldor. Search for treasure, I guess. Box? Nope. Booze bottles? Dead. By the way, Dad, is it going to be alright if you stay at home like this instead of going to the guild today? You haven't been there for a couple of days now. Unfortunately, I have a lot of paperwork to sort out. But don't you worry, I'm carrying a big enough workload that the guild's not likely to fire me anytime soon. It's not exactly the most convincing thing I've heard come out of your mouth. Aren't they going to fire you if you don't show up? There's a bunch of work. Nope. Papa's room? Man, he's got to fucking sleep in the bedroom. Poor guy. Or maybe this is his office and just Joshua has to sleep here. Wake up, Joshua. I got some nudie mags I want to read. Get out. Yes, sir. Whoop. Alright, I can rotate the camera. Christ, they don't even move differently. They're just like, shuffle faster, Joshua. Let's go. Come on, come on. Actually, hang on. There's a mini map. I can make sure I didn't miss anything. This house is like, why would your house need 2 park benches? Cassius lives a life of fucking luxury. There's a standing log for staff practice. Oh. Stay careful, there might be baddies here. What the hell is that on the map? Some signs. West to the Bright House. North to Roland, 49 Selges away. South is Gurun Gate, 259 Selges. I was about to say this is a terrible highway. It's like a dirt path through a forest, but this is just like an off-ramp to Dad's house. TTA, did Abe's Odyssey not work? I couldn't get it to work because I put it out the last second, so I'll worry about it after this game, maybe. Answer your question, fat cow. No, wait. The gate's to the south. I want to go to the city. North Roland. Buy Dad his newspaper. City's a little big. Looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today's our last day of training. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Yeah, I guess I did. All right, then. Let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Shira. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Shira at the Bracer Guild over there, then. Over there, then. Thanks, Joshua. Holy shit, a gun and knife store? Well, let's go in, other child. This guy's so fucking excited. Guns, guns, we got guns. Come on in, top of the morning. Good morning, Mr. Elgar. Good morning, sir. Oh, you're rather early, aren't you? Correct me if I'm wrong, but today's your last day of training, isn't it? It's right, we're gonna need a real bitchin' gun. I seem to remember you saying something about the last time I had you run the store. That's right. I see. Well, you'll do just fine, Joshua. Now, still in their hand, I've got good reason to worry. She's always been a bit scatterbrained ever since she was a child. Probably all the knocks she took on the head playing with the boys. Really. So I guess that scatterbrain trait isn't something new, huh? I'll give you a head injury if you don't shut up. And don't call me scatterbrained. Okay, you two, let's not fight now. Shouldn't you be heading over to the guild? Well, I guess I don't get to fucking... We'll be back for you later, guns. Beep, beep. Oh. Oh, it tells me what it is before I go in. That's nice. The Bracer Guild. You there, boxmonger. I'm just on my way over to the forest of Mistwald to the south of here for work. There was a merchant from Bose who came here to buy lumber. I need to get enough ready for the order I received. Well, Godspeed. There you are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning, Aina. Morning. Is Shara here already? She's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. Any shit to... little post-it notes here. Maybe adventures I can go on. Oh, she's that busty lady from the intro. The Star and the Hanged Man. The Hermit and the Magician. And last of all, Inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Shara. Oh, these fucking bumpkins finally showed up. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua, this is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured, why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out of your ears like it usually does. Joshua, Shara's picking on me. I don't fucking care. Her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an orbment with some practice. Eventually, probably. An orbment. I guess there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Shara, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. What's this made-up word, orbment? Orbments are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbal energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz or processed septium. What? It's powered by quartz or Gazelzorks. I'll call them quartz. Although it's been only 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facts of life. From lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, even airships. In connection, this technological reform is commonly known as the Orbal Revolution. That's interesting. You ready to join the guild? Tell me about gasoline. Well, it's magic dinosaur blood. We use it to power airplanes. Okay, tell me about bracers. Holy shit, stop everything. I want to be that little guy on the scooter. Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting bitching little scooters. The Bracer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the bracers in each region. Did you see that scooter? Look at that. Bottom right. Incredible. I want to be on that job. What in the world? Is she saying other stuff after I clicked on it? I gotta read that again. Worldwide organization of bracers established 50 years ago, right when they got the magic quartz energy. Aside from the Liberal Kingdom, there are numerous other branches set up across it. Due to its international and neutral nature, it often mediates between disputing powers, and it even played a role in ending the 100 Days' War. However, as a consequence of the various roles the Bracer Guild is required to fulfill, it's often short-handed. Tell me about Liberal, where we're from? Yeah, sure, put some quartz on the map. The kingdom of Liberal in which we live sits on the western half of the Zemurian continent and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of quartz on the continent and is known for its high level of technology used to develop orbaments. Orbament technology has also been a key pillar of support for Liberal in protecting its independence, as it is contended with neighboring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the Urabonian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive. But thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. What does that have to do with me fighting? Let's see, since we've got a mountain of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Shara, how's today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you'll be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. So what you're saying is there won't be any studying at a desk involved? That's exactly what I'm saying. This time, you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure you have your work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. That's seriously what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at a desk. I guess I got a word for nothing. Suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it. Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you'll be performing, but before that, there's something that we need to give the both of you. Are they ready? They are. All right, you two, go get one for each of yourselves. Hello? These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. A bracer? It's a fucking book! Bracer notebooks serve as the official way to record the status of your current jobs. Also, anything you may hear or anything that you may find and wear. These kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Oh? Please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I got one response. I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate account of events is an important duty for all bracers, so get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. All right then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can see that there's a bulletin board standing there. Thanks, camera. First, I want you to go and check on the job description posted there. When the bulletin board is approached, a mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display the job list. By selecting the job names on the list, you can view their details. Alrighty. Training, retrieval, new. Client, Sherazard. Pay, $500 reduced details. Direct request. This training will involve searching the sewers beneath Relent and bringing back the contents of a chest. See Sherazard for details. How do I get out of here? This button. Details of the job confirmed on the bulletin board and other important events will be automatically recorded in the Bracer Notebook. The Bracer Notebook can be easily found by clicking on the Books tab of the Items menu. It can also be accessed by configuring a Bracer Book shortcut button. Holy shit. Configuration menu. Very good. It looks like you're able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a Bracer performs on their job. Job responsibilities, showing up, reading the bulletin board, other stuff. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers. All this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style. Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. Is that so? Had to change your heart, have you? You betcha. Well, before all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. What will we be doing this time? We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Melder's Orbital Factory and learning how to use its services. He's graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay. I wouldn't call this a factory. Here's where you'll learn how to use an Orbital Factory services. At an Orbital Factory, you can modify your orbments and synthesize support quartz in order to use orbital arts. Oh boy. Arts have a wide range of effects and if mastered can be extremely useful. The bracer business is a risky occupation, so the guild has had a long-standing relationship with these orbital factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the expert. So, Mr. Melders, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here. Well, he's important, he's got no face. No problem, leave everything to me. Get over here. So what is it you'd like to know about? Orbments? Orbments are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects through the installation of various types of quartz. By definition, that means that lights, airship engines, and so on are also types of orbments. However, the ones we'll be discussing today are battle orbments, which enhance the user's physical abilities and make it possible to use magic. Since each orbment is adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude, the structures for these devices also differ for each owner. Simply put, the shape of the fixed elemental slots and lines which connect them vary. At any rate, that's the layman's explanation. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. By default, the central slot is open, but the other slots must be opened at an orbital factory. Like this. It'll take a fair amount of sepith, too. EP, which is needed for magic, will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. I recommend opening them all as soon as possible. So what is it that you'd like to know about? Orbital arts? Simply put, orbital arts are magic, which can be charged exclusively through the use of battle orbments. In other words, stop saying in other words. A number of peculiar effects can be produced by using the orbital energy stored within these mechanical devices. Since orbital arts can be a mouthful, they're almost universally referred to as arts. Probably ought to have been called that from the get-go. There are several types of arts, but in order to be able to use them, their corresponding quartz must first be synthesized at an orbital factory. Orbments are also set up that once a particular quartz is installed into a slot, the owner will be able to use those arts. The type of arts one can use also changes depending on the elemental value and combination of the installed quartz. Basically, or in other words, if you want to use water arts, all you have to do is install quartz with a water elemental value. In reality, orbments are much more complex than what I described, but I think this information should suffice for now. What is it that you'd like to know about? Quartz? Oh wait, quartz isn't sepith? There's circuits made from... what the fuck? Quartz have a vast number of effects that raise the owner's abilities, while simultaneously making it possible for them to use arts. However, you'll not be able to harness any of these effects until quartz has been installed into a slot. However, there are also fixed slots in which only a certain type of elemental quartz can be installed. Basically material. Do you want to get sued, Dan? Shh. It's not material at all, it's different. This being the case, or in other words, when you synthesize a new quartz, be sure to check your orbment and decide where you'll be installing it ahead of time. So what is it that you'd like to know about? Tell me about sepith. Sepith are fragments of septium. God damn it. First you get the Zorbal from the monster, then you bring it back here to the zinc factory and I refine it in a glorp. Then, you put the glorp in your bazooble, and then you can use magic. They're divided into 7 types. Earth, which is brown, or poop. Water's blue, fire's red, wind is green. Time is black. Space is gold, mirage is silver, okay? Sepith can be exchanged for Mira almost anywhere, but at the Orbital Factory. It can be used to synthesize quartz and to open orbment slots in which to install the synthesized quartz. So what is it you'd like to know about? So it sounds like monsters drop treasure, but I use the treasure to learn magic? Looks like Mr. Melders answered all your questions. If there's nothing else, then let's have you both try and use the services here. For that, you're going to need some sepith. Received several of each type of elemental sepith. With that amount, you two should be able to synthesize a few quartz. Now I want you to begin by first making an elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular orbments. In your case, Estelle, any elemental quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be a time elemental quartz. Ooh, the mind character can use time magic and I'm time travel astronaut? It's a fucking match made in heaven, Joshua. Normally at a shop, you'd be able to exchange sepith for Mira, but for this training, you will not be able to use this service. Just looks at Mildred like, I fucking swear to God, if you give them money. Upon approaching a counter, a talk mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display a list of options. Select Modify or Trade. Good work so far. If you need to use the Orbital Factory, give Freddy a holler over there. Alright, Freddy. Modify Trade. I need time. Time elemental value 1. Speed plus 10%. Yes. Alright, that took all my black gem. She can use anything. Now, if I lived in the sewer, what would I want? Defense 1. Attack 1. Slot Estelle. What the fuck? Slot 2 can be opened, taking a bunch of stuff. I can't afford any of this. I just want to equip it. I don't think I equip it in this menu. This is weird. So that's... So I got like these little wacky pocket watches that let him use magic. They all look the same. Maybe I can equip other ones later. Alright. Holy shit. Oh, that's my book. Okay. Yep, there's a lot of shit going on in here. Problems for later. Whoops. There we go. Orbment. Put the action 1 in there, which teaches us Fire Bolt. Oh man, that sucks. It didn't tell me what the spell was when I made it. It's like strength up, defense down, but I didn't know it was going to teach me magic. This will teach Joshua clock up, soul blur. Neat. Mission accomplished. Alright, it looks like you're able to sympathize one. Next, I want you to increase the arts you can use way ahead of you. Install a quartz in your orbment so that you can use both recovery and attack arts. Quartz can be installed in the orbment screen. The orbment screen can be utilized by selecting the orbment tab in the main menu. Done. Now install a quartz. Oh, well, shit. Look at your orbments and make sure that recovery and attack arts are divided up between them. You can configure this out by looking at the arts and quartz charts in your bracer notebook in order to figure out which quartz you need to install. If you're lacking the necessary quartz, then you can synthesize them at an orbital factory. Oh, shit. So it looks like different gems determine what spells I know. Where's the heal? Clock up, Earth Guard, recovery. So we got to put a single water quartz into Estelle. If you'd like to modify your orbments, please select the Modify Trade Service. Yeah, this one. Thank you. Openable. Can't afford it. Yeah, I gotta open these up. Shit. No, what? Uh-oh. I'm getting sucked in. There we go. There we go. Alright, looks like you've got both recovery and attack arts set up. If you balance your arts out between each other like you've done here, it should make dealing with monsters much easier. Additionally, your bracer notebooks contain information about which quartz allow you to use which arts. If you'd like to use more powerful arts, check out the arts and quartz charts in your bracer notebooks and find something that works for you. Alright, our training here's almost finished. Last of all, I'm going to have one of you open up a new slot in your orbments. The more slots you have available to you, the broader range of choices you'll have. Since EP, which is consumed by using arts, can have its max value increased by opening up slots, it would be a good idea to open them all early on. I want you to use this Sepith and open a slot on each of your orbments. Go ahead and decide which slot you're going to open. Received several of each type. So I'm gonna follow their advice and try to max out our little pocket watches quick. All quartz okay. Why does it matter which one I'd open? Maybe it's more expensive if they're far away. I can't afford to open for Joshua though. What the fuck? You fucked me, lady! Thanks a lot, retard. I see you managed to open one of your slots, Estelle. Since your central slot is not limited to a particular element, you're free to install any type of quartz you like. This concludes your training here at the Orbital Factory. Now it's time to move on to what you've both been waiting for, the qualification test. Pardon? Did you just say test? You can't honestly tell me that you forgot about the test again, can you? Didn't I remind you just this morning? Now that you mention it, I vaguely remember some sort of talk along those lines at the breakfast table. Sometimes I fear for the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. Oh well, no sense in worrying about that now. Let's head over to the testing area. You mean now? I don't know if I'm ready for... How about a little less yapping and a little more walking? Joshua, help me. Mr. Melders, Freddy, thank you for all your help. Don't mention it. Good luck with that test of yours. We'll be rooting for you. I'm going to remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua. Oh, you. All your trainings finally come down to this. Your qualification test will begin here. I expect to see you both use what you've learned up to this point. Understood. What's wrong? Shira, what now? I was kind of wondering, but is there not going to be a paper test or something? Did Cassius drop you on your head as a child? You just read what it said on the bulletin board, right? And I even made you jot down what you read in your Bracer notebooks? I'm pretty sure the job listing mentioned searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers? Oh, right. What? Whew. Oh, divine Adios, I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace in bestowing upon us such wonderful gifts as sewers. So what you're really saying is you thought it was a paper test. No wonder you were acting all crazy back at the Orbital Factory. I can already feel the nostalgia. All those horrible days stuck in a classroom are starting to feel like grand memories indeed. I'm really starting to wonder if we'll even be able to graduate at all. What's wrong with you? Why do you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to reminisce about positive things? That's enough. Shut up. Shut. This is supposed to be a test. So how about the both of you try to at least look a little anxious? Just so you know, though, if you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine the kind of homework I have in store for the both of you. We'll be fine. Just tell us what you want to do and let us loose. If you're so confident, then how about proving that you're not just blowing hot air with the results of your test? Anyway, as you both saw on the bulletin board, this test will be a search conducted in Rolent sewers. Your objective is to retrieve the contents of a chest, which has been placed somewhere within that area. The layout of the sewers is extremely simple, so you don't need to worry about getting lost either. However, there are real living, breathing monsters down there, so if you get careless and let down your guard, you will be sorry. Let me give you this before I forget. Tear Bomb. Monster Guide. What's this book for? It's called a Monster Guide, you idiot. And it's used to record information about monsters and other opponents you meet. Whenever you figure out an enemy's attributes, you should make an immediate note of it in there. Sounds pretty straightforward to me. He who controls the flow of information controls the tide of battle, right? That's exactly what I'm saying. You've got a really good head on your shoulders, Joshua. That's some pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tip, Shara. We'll put it to good use. Alrighty then, let's get pumped and knock out this test. Let's. Don't forget though, this is an exam. We should make sure to treat it as such. Let me just put that orbment back in. Still haven't retrieved the object for shit. Alright, well, I like that. The little wacky book tells us where the monsters are and what they do. Anyways, set your shoes to slide. This appears to be a recovery point setup. Let's use it if our HP and EP become low. Orbment charging stages are a recovery point set up in dangerous areas. As the recovery point is approached, a mark will appear. Two choices will be displayed by pressing the OK button. By selecting the rest option, all HP and EP will be restored. Sounds like a plan to me. Can I get by him? Nope. Monsters at 12 o'clock. Be careful not to let them take advantage of your blind side. Got it. Monsters cannot be seen from far away. They'll become visible as you approach them. The conditions at the start of battle will change depending on how a monster is engaged. Engaging an enemy from behind is advantageous, while being attacked by an enemy from behind is disadvantageous. Whoop! Hint. Battle order bar. Indicates who attacks first. It starts from the top and moves down. Move. Get over there, give him a club. Hint. You may also use it to move if you're using a mouse and click an empty location. The highlighted area indicates the distance a character can move. Selecting a target in this area will move the character to attack. When an enemy is out of range, an icon will appear on your cursor. Selecting an out-of-range target will move the character as close to it as possible, but no attack will be performed. Oh, I can just hit this guy. Whoops. Well, Estelle probably could have killed him. They're just watching. This is a free battle. Oh, he dropped that quartz for us. No, just get kind of close. Well, I'm here for the free kills, apparently. Not a bad battle system.
That's that then. Let's move out.
That's not the voice I was expecting on Joshua. They're level 3. 4 yellows, 2 reds. Got a juicy bone. Looks like you never get money, so you have to decide when to trade that in for money. It's a bunch of bats. Nope, those are butterflies. Here comes some more. Depending on the enemy, some physical attacks may be ineffective. Let's use arts, not physical attacks. Uh-oh. I don't have any fight magic on. Arts are effective on enemies that are good at avoiding physical attacks. Arts also make long-range attacks possible, but they require time to be cast. EPs consumed when arts are used. EP can be recovered by resting at inns, hotels, different, or by using charge stations and other items, like an EP charge. Hint. Arts are effective against foes which are difficult to hit with a weapon, or those on which physical attacks have little effect. It takes time before arts can be cast. Also, EP is consumed when arts are cast. All arts have an element. Determine the element most effective against your foe and use it. Aqua Bleed. Speeds up the flow of time. Emits a time-space shaking pulse. Sure. I guess that's a 20% chance to instantly kill them. Just hose down some butterflies. She's doing the old Sonic the Hedgehog victory. Good for her. Crisp onion. I would not trust those. Oh, a back attack. Estelle, let's try using crafts this time around. Use the popsicle sticks and the wood glue. Since crafts have other effects besides just dealing out damage, they're worth a shot. Roger that. Crafts have range limits, but can be utilized instantly. CP is gained by dealing out or receiving damage during battle. Hint. Crafts are character-specific skills which not only deal out damage, but also have a broad range of effects. Using crafts consumes CP, which is gradually gained by dealing out or receiving damage. Morale, a shout to encourage allies, or just pummel the shit out of him. Beats an enemy senseless. I'm guessing I can't afford it.
Come on.
Well, I feel encouraged. Dual strike or sever. This says C and this says S. I don't know what that means. That's for later, I guess. That's pretty tough. Look out! Holy shit. She's gonna die. Speed up. The spells not being instant is interesting.
That's that then. Let's move out.
A curative horn. How do I like this lengthy hand-holding part? I don't mind JRPGs, really. Depends how long this part goes on for, I guess. Reviving bomb. Okay, blocking that. It's locked. The door is rusted and appears to be locked. This is the way to go, I guess. Go! Oh, what a surprise! Another creepy thing. I wish there were an easier way to take care of them. One blow using an S-Craft or S-Break should do the trick for just about any enemy. The catch is our CP has to be at least 100 to pull off one of those moves. These devastating attacks can only be unleashed when the CP gauge is above 100. S-Breaks are actions which allow S-Crafts to be immediately unleashed while ignoring the battle order. S-crafts, which are unleashed as S-breaks, can be changed by going to tactics and then set S-break within the main menu. So I get some sort of like Magic the Gathering interrupt ability. Hint. There are actions which allow S-crafts to be immediately unleashed while ignoring the battle order. Once the CP gauge has reached 0. What? I think they mean 100. S-crafts, which will be used as S-breaks, can be changed by going to tactics and then set S-break. Press the break button. I'm using a controller. Uh-oh. An S-break cannot be unleashed under the blocked out condition. Now press the break button to try and unleash an S-break. If you're using a keyboard, you may use the 1 to 4 number keys. If I'm on a controller, though, I don't really understand how I press that. I want to get this guy in the back. Pummel. You're gonna get it. Got him. Not so fast, kid. That's pretty neat. Holy fucking Christ, that guy hits hard.
Good to go.
Thanks for the gems, sucker. Curative Horn. I think we can just run all the way back to the little recharging station, like or a couple of Tesla Roadsters. I guess we just slept in it. Treasure? Oh, can't rotate the camera down here, that's fine. This asshole's guarding the chest. That's the treasure chest we're after, huh? If we made it this far, the rest is going to be a piece of cake. Seems like we've got a little breathing room at least. Let's pay close attention to our battle order this time. There should be a number of ways to get more mileage out of our actions. During battle, there are several bonuses which can be allotted to turns. Turn bonuses have the same effect regardless of whether they're allotted to an ally or a foe. Using S-breaks to ignore the battle order makes it easy to jump in and strip an enemy of their turn bonus. What? This is getting wacky. Here we go. These icons indicate the bonuses allotted to the battle order. If a bonus icon appears next to a character's icon, they will receive that bonus. Heal HP and Sepith Up indicate the effects of each icon. Bonus, Sepith Up. I don't really do... Or, like, I get bonus Sepith if I kill somebody right now? I don't do enough damage to kill anybody. That's weird. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be, like, bonus on the kill or what. Art. Clock up. Amidst time, space, shake, and pulse. Knocks me back on the grid, huh? This is actually going to be a real waste of a turn if that feint doesn't go through. Oh! But just a chance to kill him this. Let's try to do that thing. Let's gang up on that one there and set this up. Shit hurts. Could just, you know, not be a baby and heal, but you don't like the battle music? I think it's nice. It's got that, you know, like Windows 98 clip art vibe. A healing salve. I don't want to waste money. I think Estelle can heal me before that guy goes. Oh, that's going to be close. Full health, you blew it. That guy just doesn't know what to do. Or maybe faint's like a stun? Oh yeah, because those butterflies are just weak and bonus Seth. Oh. I'm not getting the kill though is the problem. No wait, he does only, oh yeah. Sepith up, I think that means he drops extra Sepiths. Bonus heal for 0. Keep him kind of close here. Can I not skip my turn? I can do it like that, I guess. I do not move as far as I thought. Now he's gonna go. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Got him.
Alright, we're good to go.
Well, some good gems there. Another crisp onion I don't trust, and some juicy bones. Behold! A small box times 2. There's a couple of boxes inside the treasure chest. The fact there's not just one, but two is kind of interesting too. I wonder what's inside. Our mission is to search and retrieve only. I'm pretty sure looking inside those boxes doesn't fall under our mission objective. You're no fun at all, Joshua. This has nothing to do with our mission. It's what I like to call good, honest curiosity. You know we're the only ones down here. We can get away with a teensy-weensy peek, right? If you feel like flunking today's test, then by all means be my guest. Did you just say the F word? Opening one of those boxes could result in an automatic fail for both of us. If this were a real job, the contents of those boxes would belong to the client. And as long as they were nothing illegal, we would have no right to open them. I know you're right, but I just can't help myself. If you absolutely have to know inside, why not ask Miss Cher when we get back? But for now, we need to focus on getting out of here. Alright, alright. Still rusted shut, huh? Good work, you two. As a rule of training, I'm going to need to confirm the items in your possession. Yep, they're the real deal, alright. I don't see any evidence of tampering either. Oh, it was a close one. I figured she'd try and set us up like that. Congratulations to the both of you. You've successfully passed your qualification test. You didn't really think something that simple would be a problem for us, did you? So what's in the boxes? That's for me to know and you to find out. After your training's finished, that's enough chit-chat for now, so let's get back to work. You two still have some things left to do. Seriously? Didn't you just say that we passed the test? You still have to learn about how to report the results of your work. I'm aware that you're both tired, but this is no time to shirk your duties. Let's go back to the guild. When's this day gonna be over? No sense in giving up when the finish line's in sight. Agreed. Seems like we're within reaching distance of our goal. Your final training's how to report to the guild. Whenever you finish a job, it's your duty to report the results of your work to the guild. Reporting how you resolved the situation and the steps you took to get there are all part of your job as a bracer. You can report your results to the front desk in each guild branch, and as you already know by now, Aina's in charge here at the Rowan branch. In addition, this is where you'll be paid for your work. I look forward to seeing great things from the both of you. Now that we're here, why don't you go ahead and report the results of today's training. Upon approaching the counter, a talk mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display a list of options. Select Report to report to the guild. Okay? Whoops. And then we beat up the rats. Receive payment for training betrayal. Sorry, retrieval. I guess it would have been betrayal if I opened that box. I'm a junior bracer, 9th class. Payment $500 dues and a BP. Your current rank is junior bracer, 9th class. Guessing those are bracer points to get promoted. Good job, you two. It seems like you were able to complete your objective without running into any major problems. Another thing to take note of is that depending on how you handle a job, you may see an increase or decrease in the amount of pay you receive. Oh? When you report the results of your work to the guild, pay in the form of Mira isn't the only thing you'll receive. You'll also accumulate points which are known as bracer points, told ya. Kind of an indication of your achievements as a bracer. When these points exceed a certain value, you'll advance in rank as a bracer and be awarded with a piece of special equipment by the guild. The ranks of a junior bracer start at 9 and go all the way up to 1. Please set your sights on making first rank and work hard. The amount of Mira and BP you receive will also be recorded in your bracer notebook, so please have a look sometime later on. All that's left to do now is finalize your training. Let's head back upstairs, shall we? I'll talk to you later, Reina. Sorry about putting more work on your plate today than usual. Don't worry about it, training new bracers is important for the future of the guild. I fully intend to work these two to the bone in any case. The juicy bone? Knowing Cheryl will involve the whip. Let me say it again, good work you two. You've now officially completed the entire training course. From now on you'll be learning under your own real-world experience. Well then. She holds out 2 small boxes. Aren't those boxes the ones... In answer to your question, yes. These are the boxes you retrieved during today's test. Seem awfully curious to find out what's inside, Estelle. Are you saying that it's okay that we open them? That's right. Why don't the both of you have a look and see what's inside? Sweet. Alright. A junior bracer emblem. This crest is... So does this mean that we're... Estelle Bright, Joshua Bright? Beginning this day at 1500 hours, you are both hereby appointed as junior bracers within the Bracer Guild. From here on, you'll work as members of the Bracer Guild to support the livelihood of those around you, defend peace, and uphold justice. Congratulations, you two. Welcome to the fold. Did you hear that, Joshua? We've become members of the Bracer Guild. So I'm a bracer now, huh? I think the realization is only now just beginning to sink in. Look at that fucking dopey face he's making. Come on, Joshua. You should be jumping for joy or running around and screaming at the top of your lungs like this. Look at us now, world. We did it. I was happy until you made my eardrums bleed. I hate to interrupt the celebrations, Estelle, but I need to take off now. I have some backed up work that needs my immediate attention. We understand. You've been spending a lot of extra hours working us during this busy time for the guild. Before you head out, Shira, I just wanted to say thanks. Likewise, I appreciate all the trouble you've gone through for us, Shira. Don't mention it, training your recruits is one of a bracer's many duties. Believe it or not, I was once in your shoes a long time ago when your father Cassius trained me. So that's why you have so much respect for my dad, huh? There's actually much more to it than that, but I'll save that conversation for another day. As for the both of you, work hard to become full-fledged bracers early on so you can help guide these new recruits who come after yourselves. And in time, I hope to see you both become respectable bracers like your father. Anyway, I'll leave you with that thought. I think that's my father's mistress. I don't get it. Get what? This is Sherazade, aka the Silver Streak, one of the most skilled young bracers we're talking about. So why is it that she holds Dad in such high esteem? He just seems like nothing more than a no-good middle-aged man who's always out doing who knows what instead of being a father. A no-good middle-aged man, huh? From your viewpoint, it doesn't come as a surprise that you'd see him in that fashion. Huh? Never mind. Let's hurry and head home. We should let Dad know that we qualified as junior bracers. Right. Hang on, there might be more missions for me. Hi there, Estelle and Joshua. Oh, hi, Ridge. Looks like your training's over, isn't it? I'm humbled to know that you two are the youngest ever to pass the Bracer exam. I look forward to working with you in the same capacity. Ourselves as well. I also look forward to working with me because I'm great. I have to get back to work now, but if there's something you don't understand, give me a holler. Except right now, I have to get back to work. Looks like I can't check the board right now. Hurry up and come on. Wait for me, Luke. Huh? Oh, it's you two. Oh, great, it's Estelle. Hey there, Joshua. Okay, you little twerp, what's with the "oh great, it's Estelle" remark? And what's the big hurry? How about telling us where you're headed? You're not thinking about wandering out of town alone, are you? The roads are full of monsters, I hope you know. You're such a pest, Estelle. Don't you know there's no room for girls to be sticking their big noses in boys' business? Quit acting like you're a bracer you want to be. How wrong you are, Luke. How incredibly wrong. You're more wrong than a fool who thinks there's better tasting milk in Libro than the milk that comes from the Purcell farm. What? No way. You're full of it, Estelle. In fact, as of just a few minutes ago, we qualified to become real bracers. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Real bracers. More like bracers in training, really. Don't think you should be getting on your high horse just yet, Estelle. High pony, on the other hand, being a killjoy. Wow, you two are great. I'm so happy for the both of you. Oh, Pat, you're such a good little boy, unlike that smart aleck and cynical brat you call a friend. It isn't fair. I was supposed to become a bracer first. I can accept that Joshua became a bracer before me, but getting passed by the likes of Estelle? What's the likes of Estelle supposed to mean? Just so you know, you can't even be a bracer until you're 16 years old, get it? Only mature people allowed? That means no little kids are still going to Sunday school. I don't know how I should put this, Estelle, but Sunday school is dying to have you back. You better watch out, Estelle. I'm going to go train at my secret base, and before you know it, I'm going to be a bracer, too. Come on, Pat, let's go. All right. See you later, Estelle. Bye, Joshua. That boy, Luke, he's always trying to pick a fight with me. I wonder if he just plain hates me or something. Rather, I think it's the exact opposite. What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it. It's just a boy thing. At any rate, what do you think Luke meant when he said secret base? I don't know why, but somehow it makes me a bit curious. I know exactly what you mean. A secret base sounds really intriguing. The pure heart of a young child can be so inspiring at times. That's not really what I meant by curious. General store, I have no money because we need our crystals for our little magic pocket watch. The Orbital Factory. The clock tower. A beautiful sound as always. I love the toll of this tower bell. This bell does more than tell the time. It's also marking Roland's history. There's a ladder that goes up to the observation deck. What's wrong, Estelle? Something on your mind? It's nothing really. How about we climb up to the observation deck? Okay. Wow, fun stuff. We did it, Estelle. No people. North. Roland landing port, right, because they have airships and shit here. I don't know what that is. There's no damn people in this town. It's such a warm day today, isn't it? It looks like we'll be able to take a nice afternoon nap. Yeah. What's this? The Booze-nasium? Oh, yeah. Ah, Stella and Joshua. Did the two of you really become bracers? What? How'd you know? That's because working in the media is my future goal. I'm going to join the Liberal News Service and work hard as a reporter. Don't take my information lightly either. Oh, right, we gotta get that newspaper for Dad. Sure thing. My gut feeling says the two of you are going to be in the tabloids. Well, thanks. Isn't it romantic that you two lovers are bracers who stand for justice? I have this feeling that a juicy drama is about to unfold. Lovers? Joshua and I are lovers. We're family. You certainly don't understand anything, Estelle. Joshua's adopted and things could go either way in the future, right? Plus, leaving it that would surely please the readers. Readers? Anyway, I'm looking forward to the both of you in more ways than one. She's gonna grow up to write weird incest smut. He's just the ass end of the bar, isn't it? My son Pat's been gone since this morning. I hope he's not getting in any trouble with Luke. I'm worried about what he's been up to. Thanks to the airliners in recent days, even Roland's been able to get a good selection of books. And thanks to that, I find myself compelled to buy a new one each time I head to the store. But I get yelled at by my wife for buying so many. Maybe I should cut back a bit. I've only got the first chapter of this novel, so if you want, I'll give it to you. Carnelia, Chapter 1. That was weird. Items. Huh. A map. Holy shit. We're over here. Monster guy, dirty rat. Looks like we might have to scan them. The Imperial Chronicle. I stood there, upright in front of the revolving door. Scuffing the heels of my boots against the ground, pulling slightly on the collar of my trench coat, I dropped my chin and gazed at my partial reflection in the curved glass. Aside from my short-cropped hair, I wore a modest-looking double-breasted leather raincoat and a pair of special-order steel-reinforced boots, both of which at first glance appear to be the most common of common apparel. Yet they were, in fact, much more than the naked eye could detect. My ordinary average appearance was of just as much importance today as it had been on any other day in the times past. Not far off, the sound of footfalls echoed rhythmically like the steady beat of a pendulum swinging back and forth, as the throngs of those coming and going moved quickly along the cobblestone avenue, enveloped and tinged silver by the morning mist. At times, the calling voice of a street peddler disrupted the steady flow, but as soon as the hawking cry faded away, it would resume its course. Each morning that I found myself setting foot in the Imperial City, I also found my surroundings to be unchanged and stained by the same somber tone of gray. Snatching up a magazine from the underarm of a street vendor, I tossed a few mira into the left hand poised expectantly behind his back. The Imperial Chronicle, the magazine I read so often that even the ink bleeds were familiar. Roughly flipping open its cover, I scanned the headlines along the top of its monochrome pages. Then suddenly my breath caught in my throat. At the very bottom of the local news page, I found those letters, that sequence of characters which I had not heard nor seen since the time of that life-changing incident. My eyes instantly gravitated to the spot and for a time remained fixated. Ainge Selnate. The very meaning of those letters became lost in my senses as I stood motionless. My gaze fixed on the same line of text until it all seemed to coalesce into a single blotch of ink. After a few seconds of blank comprehension, my vision settled, and I wrenched my eyes to the beginning of the article. As I began to read, my memories verged on a single point in my past and then slowly started to run in reverse, heading for that fateful event 3 years prior when this name was first introduced to me. It was on an afternoon all those years ago, on a day not unlike this one, where the capital was overshadowed by its typical gloomy aura. I was a little younger than now, 22-year-old boy who stood silently in front of the boutique door as usual, double-checking his appearance before lightly treading over to Mixed Imperial Factory. It was on this day that it had been arranged for me to receive a new job from it, the shop owner himself. Although he was a drab middle-aged man, I, being the Orbman enthusiast I was, had found myself as one of his few regular customers. I headed down a dank alleyway, and after passing through a partially rotted wooden gate, I could see the soft glow of the flickering orbital light just outside the entrance of the factory, whose structure was halfway below street level. I first began receiving jobs from it about the time when dissension began to occur in society over the 100 Days' War. It was during this period that the relations between the Liberal Kingdom and the Empire were at their worst, and the importation of ordnance had become almost non-existent. Conspiring with underground elements and planning a smuggling operation, Mitt made me out to be his accomplice in crime. For the job which I received by his hand was none other than that of a courier. Being nothing more than a commoner in my teens at the time, I met him at a juvie de... Being nothing more than a commoner in my teens at the time I met him, and a juvie devoid of any connections in life besides, I naturally jumped at the opportunity without a moment's hesitation. Yet even after the relations with Liberal had continued to some degree of normalcy, I realized I was in no mood to give up my specialty, which focused mainly on the delivery of stolen goods. The reason being, there was no job out there which could bring in the kind of mirror this one did. With an unrefined and inconspicuous appearance I had countless times before, hidden items of various sorts in my hat and trousers, and made my way hither and thither between the borders of these neighboring nations. And though to my delight my wallet had become increasingly laden with a bounty of monetary rewards, I had routinely changed my alias as a precautionary measure. So much, in fact, that these false names had built up into quite a list over the last few years. I had been known as Phil, the Frivolous, Rooney the Trickster, and even Chris the Coward. However, Mitt had always called me by one name, Toby. This was the identity I had used for my initial job, and the one I liked above all others. Okay. That was long. Just when I thought Luke had come home, he took off out the door again. I told the boy that dinner was almost ready, too. That boy's always running around like his pants are on fire. He just can't sit still for 2 minutes. Doesn't look like a searching for treasure game, I lied. What's this? There's a notebook sitting on top of the desk. I'm a bracer. It's another book, by the way. I live in a small rural town, and maintaining peace in the region is what my job's all about. Today I received some job requests from a few clients, so I set off for where duty called. My first job was to milk some cows on the farm nearby. The next was to help turn over some fields. Who was anyone kidding? That kind of job was a cinch when it came to my skill with a pitchfork. For my last job of the day, I was to babysit. At first I thought watching a bunch of kids would be easy, but it turned out that I was wrong. Dead wrong. To my dismay, there were 7 whiny kids in the house, even for a professional like myself. 7 kids are a bit much. But I am a bracer, and I'll do my duty. I got to work and cradled the ones who wouldn't stop crying, changed their messy diapers, broke up fights over toys, and even managed to do a ton of small jobs around my client's house, like washing the laundry, cleaning up, and taking their dog for a walk. Even when I got hungry and felt like I had no more energy to go on, I didn't forget my duty to report to the guild. If I gave up, what a loser I'd be in front of everyone. After going through all this and arriving at the guild, the other bracers in the office stared at me in amazement. That's right, you guessed it. I'm famous for being a bracer in this town. Other bracers paying attention to me like this is what I have to deal with every day. They were probably all just jealous of my superior skills. Anyway, where were we? Oh, I remember now. So I was on my way to report to the receptionist when suddenly somebody grabbed me by the collar from behind. Turning around, I realized that it was someone more scary than any monster alive. It was my dad. After thwacking me a good one in the head, he yelled so loud that everyone could hear. So think you can just run off and play bracer every day without ever bothering to help your mother around the house, huh? After that, my dad dragged me all the way home and then lectured me until who knows when. I didn't do anything wrong either. Seriously, what the heck? I'm a self-appointed bracer. Today I'm off again to maintain peace in the region and solve whatever problems need solving at the request of my clients. Okay. Estelle, let's head home. We should let Dad know that we qualified as junior bracers. We gotta get him his newspaper. You fucking idiot. So there are some things I can search, I guess. Little speed bump there. Whoa, whoop, whoa. Hello? I love my dad so much. He's so strong and he's always nice to me. Those are fair reasons, I guess. I've already started dinner for the night. I'm making plenty, so hopefully my husband will come home today. Staying overnight in the mine and working through the night's pretty common for him. Well, you gotta get that wacky orb quartz somewhere, am I right? Got fucking milk jugs out here? It's a big house. Or is this 2 separate houses? It's almost time for my husband to come home from work. I better get to work on preparing dinner. People in this town live like fucking kings. No bathrooms, actually, now that I noticed. I think they just shit in the street. Uni should be back any time now, but that's odd of her not to be home by now. Estelle, Joshua, if you see Uni, could you tell her to come home? She's never broken curfew before, but I'm worried because she's still a little girl. I don't know who that is. I don't know who your kid is. I'm so distressed. He's my type and I'd like to accept his proposal, but this place is not my ideal situation. Is the place or whatever really that important? Of course it is. This could be the memory of a lifetime. It may be the place that comes to my mind when I'm an old grandma lying on my deathbed. I just can't accept an alleyway like this as being that place. Haha! I guess this type of thing can only be understood by those involved. Thanks, Josh. I've confessed to her several times since this morning, but I can't get her to accept my love. It doesn't seem like she hates me or anything. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. Confessing to her next to a pile of garbage? Oh, sorry, Mr. Melder. Didn't realize this was your shop. I need that newspaper for my dad. Hello there, Estelle and Joshua. What are you in the market for today? A new pair of shoes? Now that you mention it, are there any new ones in stock? You know, like the newest Stregas? You've actually already forgotten why we came here to begin with. We're not here to shop. We're supposed to be buying a copy of the Liberal News for Dad, remember? Ah, of course. Star emoji. You've always been a big collector of those shoes, haven't you, Estelle? I'm afraid the new Stregas aren't out yet. I do, however, have some copies of the Liberal News in, if that's what you're after. Alright, I'll take one copy. 100 mirror, that's $400 dues for walking around. Some serious moon pie money. I know my dad always buys a copy of this magazine, but does it really sell that well? It sure does. The Liberal News has an excellent reporter and camera woman who have done a great job reporting the latest and most reliable news. They're even supposed to have a running story related to Queen Alicia's birthday celebration, but enough about that. Why don't you tell me how you did today? Did you make it as bracers? Today was your last day of training, wasn't it? Everything went smoothly, too. How did you know about that, Mr. Brennan? In a certain sense, both you and Joshua are like celebrities here in Relent. I tend to hear a lot from customers coming through here. I shouldn't have expected anything less from Relent. The grapevine around here is seriously something to be reckoned with. No kidding. The women here especially love to gossip. One more thing before you go. This gift is my way of saying congratulations. It's a free sample item I received with my shipment of goods. But don't hold the free part against me. A recipe book. What's this supposed to be for? A ton of blank pages. Another fucking empty book. When you get hurt fighting, if you just limit yourself to healing balls all the time, it's going to cut pretty deep into your wallets. This is where a recipe book comes into play. If you eat food to recover your strength instead, it's basically free. Assuming you have all the ingredients. So if you eat something new, write down what's in it and you'll have lots of recipes in no time. So how about we try this out? Now go ahead and eat this cookie. Maple cookie. Well, I have made it a personal rule to never turn down sweets. Musical note emoji. Learn maple cookie recipe. If only life was that simple. I detect hints of maple and cookie. Basically, all I have to do is eat the food to learn the recipe. Simple as that. As you're traveling about, you should eat whatever food you come across. You know, like a goat or a dog that you haven't had the opportunity to try before. That sounds pretty convenient. It's not that I don't like cooking at all. It's just that I never seem to get any better. I'd sure love to be able to increase my repertoire and really shock my dad's taste buds for once in my life. That's the spirit. And in passing, if you're in need of any ingredients, I'd be delighted to service your cooking needs, even though he said it was basically free. You know how to solicit your customers, Mr. Rennan. Thank you for the recipe book. We'll put it to good use. Eating the recommended dish at restaurants or using to-go meals adds the recipe to the recipe book. By selecting the recipe book, all learned recipes will be displayed. As long as the necessary ingredients are available, the food can be made. There are two types of food: sit-down meals, which can be eaten on the spot, and to-go meals, which can be carried as items. Sit-down meals cannot be carried as items. Ingredients used for cooking can be bought at a store or acquired from monsters. Let's actually shop. Whoops. Ooh, a discount. Marbled steak. I'll buy a milk. I'll buy an egg. The dirt is used to keep it fresh. I don't think this merchant's on the level. Kibbled salt. Coarsely ground rock salt. Olive oil. A fresh herb. Not buying the steak, that's a $100 steak. Going up. I'm so glad that Renan's stores finally got on track. It seems as though it's become much easier to get products since he started having them brought in by airliner. Ever since the first orbments were invented, this world has become a much easier place to live in. Yep, this is a balcony. I think that's all the shit we need for Pop Pop. Maybe there's a restaurant. Maybe we can just grab a quick bite at the bar, learn a recipe. This is the hotel. What's this place? Chapel, no thanks. We're atheist bracers. Bratheists. Restaurant? Don't see one. Nope. Later. Later. Getting the hang of this game. Well, I'm getting the hang of the walking around part. Don't have the hang of the fighting part yet. Who do I gotta kill to get some food? Wholesome pasta. Learn the wholesome pasta recipe, thank you. Welcome. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. It's been a while, hasn't it, Alyssa? Is there something going on today? Oh, could it be that you're on a date together? You're right. No, right. Yeah, right. Read that wrong. But anyway, check this out. I'm officially a real bracer. Well, congratulations, Estelle. You've always wanted to be a bracer ever since you were a kid, haven't you, Estelle? But don't bracers have a lot of dangerous jobs? Yeah, something like that. Well, don't overdo it. Watch out for each other. Estelle has this tendency to get in over her head. It's a very good observation. The only problem is that Estelle doesn't realize this herself. Standing right here, you guys. Joshua and I just care about you, Estelle, that's all. Anyway, don't get too full of yourself and end up getting hurt, okay? Okay. Let's see, I made contact with some people from Algamine, and we're working on a few business deals at the moment. Please just wait a little longer. This bitch is probably... It seems like somehow I'll be able to get the lumber I wanted. Simon! Our Septium purchases are going to go through fine, right? Since I spared no effort in coming all the way to relent, failure is not an option. Crunch, smack, slurp, chew, 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 munch, 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 gulp. I'd better get back to the mine before the boss figures out I ditched work. Hick. My son-in-law's still half a man when it comes to this business. This is an easy job, and it takes a good 2 to 3 years to become a real woodsman. Bonjour. In my opinion, there are two kinds of enjoyment that come from food. Put bluntly, they're eating and cooking. But I think my passion for cooking outweighs the other. Of course, I enjoy eating delicious food as well. Whoops, meant to talk to you. Looks like that female merchant over there came from Bose. Not only does she seem smart, but she's extremely attractive as well. Then again, she'd probably never give me the time of day. Her accent's a little different, though. Shop? French fries. Oh, these are to go. I could buy all these. And you know what? I will. No, we gotta check the gun and knife shop. French fries can't help us kill monsters. Unless, I guess anything could go in this world. That book's ominous. Nope, it's just for show. Well, Estelle, I haven't seen you around here for a while. It's been some time since you graduated from Sunday school, right? Did you say hi to Alyssa? She started helping around here not too long ago. Please visit her if you have some time. She's been waiting to see you. We already did that. Jesus Christ, get with the program, lady. Alright, knife and gun shop, then we can be on our way. Shop. Bye. A pile rod, that'll be an upgrade for her, and that's an upgrade for me. Oh man, that's a leather wristband that stimulates a pressure point. I can only buy her rod. Let's not spend every penny. Whoop, didn't check upstairs. Hello there, Joshua and Estelle. Stella, listen to this. I finally became a bracer. My goodness, is that true? Joshua too? Yes, ma'am, that's right. Congratulations to the both of you. You did wonderful. Tee-hee. But one thing, Estelle, you shouldn't be proud just because you became a bracer. This is just the starting point. I understand that. The two of you will experience a lot of new things as bracers, and I hope that I can be proud of the fact that this is the path you chose in the coming years. But enough about my feelings. Please work hard and good luck. Alright, the whole town's behind us. Go give Dad his nudie mag. Estelle, Joshua, am I glad I found you two. Oh, Aina. You seem to be in quite a hurry. We've got a bit of a problem. Is your father at home today? He is. He said something about having to sort out a bunch of documents. What's going on? Oh, those idiot kids. You know them, right? Sure. Saw them not too long ago. What's wrong? Are they in some sort of trouble? I don't know how to say this, but I just heard from Uni that Luke and Pat ran off to the tower that lies on the northern outskirts of Roland. You mean the Tower of Esmalas? Isn't that place supposed to be a breeding ground for monsters? That's what they say. Unfortunately, at the moment, Sherazard is out on other bracer business, so I want to ask your father to bring the boys home safely. What are you talking about? There's no time for that. Joshua and I will go after them and bring them back. What? I don't know if that's such a good idea, you know, the two of you only just becoming qualified as bracers today. With all due respect, I believe that Estelle's judgment is correct in this situation. If the two of us hurry, we may even be able to catch up with the boys before they reach the tower. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. As an emergency request from the Bracer Guild, I ask that you lose no time in bringing about the safe return of these children. Roger that, understood. The Esmalas Tower can be reached by taking the western path, the junction along the Malga Trail. You can get onto the Malga Trail through Roland's northwest gate. I'll be on standby at the guild, so if you run into trouble, you know where to find me. Our first real job. Come on, Joshua, we don't have any time to lose. I'm right behind you. Let's actually equip that other orb, though. Finally become bracers, huh? Tee-hee, thanks. Way too proud of yourself. What do you have to ruin the moment, Joshua? I should be happy because I earned it. You should at least let me bask in the glory for a minute. Sometimes you can just be so, hey, but Estelle. Now that you've become a brace, you're gonna have to get over your little problem with orbital arts. Man, you two, why do you have to go and spoil my day by saying things like that? If you have any other business needs, don't forget to stop by. Not enough to unlock anything, unfortunately. I can buy some shit, though. I guess just, like, buy whatever you can afford, right? Avoid and impede. Prevent enemy arts with 20% success. Time to cast arts is cut. Neat. Art EP cost minus 10%. I like that one. But I don't have any black quartz. So I got one of these. I'll buy that one. Oh, right, I don't have to press the button, I just do it. Whoop! There we go. This will give me Stone Hammer. This will give me Firebolt. Air Strike, nothing. Let's go with Firebolt, I imagine. That lowered my defense. That was weird. Guess there's trade-offs. Kind of already forget where we're supposed to go. The tower is to the north of Roland at the west end of the Malga Trail. Thank you, book. That's the airship port. I guess we can visit. Gransel City, Bow City. Dangerous combustible objects prohibited. Yeah, we'll see. Luscious chocolate skin, captivating ruby eyes. Scheherazad's quite the exotic beauty, wouldn't you say? She's got that fascinating charm that people in Liberal don't have. Alan's off in his little world again. Haha, I've actually gone drinking with Scheherazade before, but the strange thing is I have absolutely no memory of that time. Maybe I should try to ask her out again? Guy's talking fucking riddles. This is it. This is just where the wacky ships go. There we go. There's the wacky tower. Hey, you look like the guy from the picture. You got one of those fucking wacky tobacco carts here? I don't see one. I'm proud of the work I do here. That's because I've always wanted to work on orbital engines ever since I can remember. Good talk. It looks like only employees are allowed in. When I'm told I can't go in, I want to go in even more. Don't do that. There are two airliners which travel to 5 major cities, an eastward circling one and a westward circling one. The westward circling airliner travels from Gransel to Roland, Bose, Ron, and Zeiss in that order. The eastward circling airliner travels in the opposite direction from Gransel to Zeiss, Roland, Bose, and Roland in that order. Who cares? Just hop on. I guess if you're trying to save time. I think they said the Northway's gate to get out of here. And they were correct. Goose this monster. I had the opportunity to get one for sure. Probably could have ganged up on that kid. Oh, look at that! Sneak attack means I win anyways. Maybe I should have upgraded that. Beast Flesh. Yeah, it's a nice looking game. You gotta be careful though, because the monsters kind of just like appear. Better than random encounters, I guess. I can't tell which side I'm supposed to goose. This side. Well, we'll just art you. You're all the way back there. Got him.
We rule.
I'm banking on a recharge station at the tower. Be a little more greedy. Be a little more greedy with our arts. Preemptive attack. Holy shit, there's a lot of them. We can at least get one. Oh, the CP persists. So we can have that banked. Like for right now.
Let's do this.
Now I'm over here. Now I'm over here. Got him. Oh.
That's that then.
Can't find any
move out.
black quartz. The other quartz is coming in pretty quick. I'm guessing certain enemies drop certain quartz. Oh, there's two of you this time. I'm gonna hope that I can just kill him with Firebolt. The answer is yes. But I'm out of EP on her, basically. Gotcha.
All right, we're good to go.
Get some free XP because these guys are babies. We have not leveled up yet. I got lost. This is the way north. Another one of those fart flowers. Whoop, hello. Reviving bomb. Whoop. Which side's the bad side? This side. Nope, I was wrong. I did not get the... Ooh, a critical. I don't know what that thing's doing. I gotta get one of these guys gone, though. Ow. Strength up! No! Holy shit. That really hurt. Another critical up for me. I think I can kill, I can hit this guy and then break to attack again. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Now just the composer's panicking on his piano. She died, she fucking died, oh no. Oh shit. Getting nervous apparently. Actually, we have an item to bring you back, which we just found. I don't want them to fall out of sync with their XP. She's back. Now we got the cool music again. Holy fuck, that hurts though.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake, she literally died. Close one. XP split up. Oh, I killed one of the things while she was dead. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, still don't have a... Not getting any wind quartz or time quartz. Maple cookie. I'm not positive that's cheaper than buying a potion. Can I not use my magic at a... Oh, I can cast out of it. She's completely out of EP, though. South, Roland. North to the mine. This is the way to the tower. How dangerous is the mine, though? Whoop! What the fuck?
Me, flying ladybug. You gonna get it.
He's not wrong. I did get it. Oh shit. Here we go.
Piece of cake.
He had some wind. He had some wind seventh. Level up. Estelle learned taunt. Apparently Estelle's the tank. Got a real HP problem here. I need an EP station. That's a big fucking tower. We have airships and shit. It's like, what's that tower? It's like, yeah, just don't go there. Seems like the world's wacky enough to not have dungeons. Looks like we've come all the way to the Esmalus Tower. I didn't see any sign of them along the trail, so you think they've already wandered inside? It's quite likely that's the case. Let's go in. Looks like we'll need to hurry. Right. It's dark in here. I'm scared. Quit being a baby. We're on the first floor of this place. Did you hear that? They really did come in here. Are you alright? Luke, Pat. If you can hear me, answer me now. Those little brats. Are they pretending they can't hear me? They might have climbed up to the second floor. Let's hurry and see if we can find them. Where's my healing machine? Man, there's trees inside the tower. What a world. Tower has smaller concentric circles within it. Well, what are we gonna do? Somebody help! Run full speed in the direction. Maybe just play it safe. Rush in simultaneously with Joshua. Let's go, Joshua. I've got your back. We didn't heal, by the way. We did not heal. You monsters go somewhere else. No, Shoo, leave us alone. Chew on this. What are you doing here? Joshua, you're here too? Get back, you two. These monsters aren't playing around. We'll take care of them. Now would be the time to use bombs, I guess. Hint, protect all NPCs. If an NPC's HP reaches 0, the game is over.
We're good to go.
I'm going, by the way.
I love healing bomb. It's so refreshing.
Kind of wish I bought that staff. I think we're fine. It looked like we killed a bunch on that cutscene, and then that S break helped out. You blew it. Oh yeah, we win. No.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Not a single time quartz. I need it to unlock my stuff, I think. That's probably why nobody's dropping it, is so they can't just let me unlock my whole thing. Beast flesh ×2. Looks like that's that. Glad everyone's safe, too. By the way, that was great timing the way you blitzed those monsters, Estelle. You really think so? Is it safe now? Oh man, that was awesome. You really showed them, Estelle. Not bad for a girl. You little twerp. Ow, that hurts. What are you trying to do to me? What's wrong with you? You even dragged poor Pat all the way up here against his will? Whoop. It's time to think about what you did today. You're hurting me. Stop it.
I said stop it, you violent she-devil.
So this is the thanks I get for saving your neck, huh? Looks like it's time to give you some of my special discipline. What? Alright, I'm sorry. Everything was all my fault. Estelle? Shouldn't we forgive each other like they teach at school? This brat doesn't need forgiveness, but a little discipline should do the trick. There's a boss behind you. Estelle, behind you. It's something with teeth, isn't it? Nice monster? I'm not gonna make it in time. Oh! Oh, hey, Pop. Dad, you came. He also fights with a staff. You still lack skill and understanding, Estelle. You must always prepare for unseen danger by sharpening your senses. That's part of what makes it... That's part of what it means to be a bracer. Dad? What are you doing here? I just happened to be in town and heard the whole story from Aina. I'll give you points for your quick thinking and taking action to come after the children, but you failed to follow through completely. I messed up, didn't I? It's a good thing you showed up when you did. I'm sorry, should have been watching your back. That just means you have room for improvement. Constantly working to overcome your weak spots is the key. Understood. So how about we head home, everyone? Can you boys walk? I think so. That was incredible, Mr. Bright. You were like a gazillion times more awesome than Estelle. Of course I was. I'm her father. Alright, everyone. Let's file on out of here. I'm with you, Mr. Bright. Who's the glory hog now? I mean, I guess I should be thankful that Dad saved my behind, but why does he have to go and take all the credit like that? It really chaps my hide. That's just the way he is. After all, he is Cassius Bright. I don't know who that is. Nobody really mentioned how good my father is. It seems like you've had quite a day. Dad's just unbelievable. The second we get back to Berlin, he says, I'll leave the reporting to you, and takes off for home. The sheer nerve, I tell you. There's no need to make a mountain out of a molehill over it. At least the boys came back safe and sound. Anyway, I think that's all there is to report. Received payment for child rescue. $1,000 reduced just because of some idiot kids. I should let them run off more. And we got 3 beeps. Current rank is Junior Bracer Math class. You did well for your first assignment. From the details of your report alone, I believe I can commend you both for a job well done. You should be proud of yourselves. You really think so? I know so. In fact, you'll do even better on your next job. If anything else comes up, I would appreciate your help again. Sure. How about we head home too? I guess we'd better. I've still got dinner to prepare. Would you mind holding on a second? A letter for your father arrived just a little while ago. Unfortunately, since he went straight home, I never got the chance to give it to him. Do you think you could deliver it instead? Of course. I wonder if it's more work-related stuff. I imagine so. The letter appears to be from one of our foreign branches. One of the guild's foreign branches? As I'm sure you already know by now, Liberal isn't the only country where the Bracer Guild exists. On top of that, your father's widely known all across the Zamorian continent, so we can expect these kinds of letters from time to time. If you two would be so kind as to make sure that he gets this letter, I'd really appreciate it. Got any new jobs? There we go. There are no current job listings. Oh. Well, that solves that problem. The world is safe. For now, let's shuffle away. Hey, Joshua. Do you think I'm really cut out to be a bracer? Well, you're on the box. You seem to have inherited your father's skill with the staff, and your nosy personality doesn't let you ignore someone in distress. You really think so? Why are you asking? Are you still thinking about what happened back at the tower? Yeah. Because of my carelessness, Luke almost got caught in the middle of a dangerous situation. If Dad hadn't come when he did, he could have been seriously injured. I guess I'm just worried about whether or not I'll be able to stay on top of things in the future. That kind of talk doesn't sound like the Estelle I know. Huh? If we fail today, then all that's left to do is take back our losses and tomorrow, right? Overthinking and worrying about things that haven't happened yet is definitely not like you. Isn't being a bracer what you've always dreamed of? How can you expect to succeed if you let something like that discourage you? Joshua, you're right. This isn't like me at all. I don't think a serious expression really suits your face either. You laughing like a big ditz is far more natural for you. What's that supposed to mean? You're gonna see me angry expression if you keep that up. You're gonna see me angry. I read that like an Irishman. I admit that last comment was pushing things a bit. I'll overlook it this time, and thanks for cheering me up. I don't know about you, but I'm so ready to go home and eat. I think I gave you a cookie earlier, didn't I? My stomach just started growling like a bear. Maybe glutton is closer to the mark than Ditz. Look at that. The house isn't on fire or anything. We're off to a good start for a JRPG. Where the hell's my father? There he is. We're home, Dad. We finished reporting to the guild like you told us to. Good work, kids. The details of your reports will be reviewed at each branch, and they'll affect your pay and rank advancement in the future. Please make sure that you always remember to do it. Don't worry, we will. And before I forget, I got that copy of the library news you wanted. There was this letter for you at the guild, too. A letter, huh? Well, I'm gonna get cleaned up and start dinner. Oh, and, Dad, thanks for coming when you did today. You really helped me out back there. I see you're being rather gracious today. Papa's happy. How delightful that my daughter's finally understood what a great man her father truly is. There's no need to hold back, Estelle. Come and jump into your father's loving arms. In your dreams. I swear the men in this house have one thing in common. They never know when to shut up. I guess she's not as depressed as I thought she'd be. Should I be thanking you, Joshua? I didn't do much. I just gave her a push in the right direction. Estelle's a resilient girl to begin with. She is. But she still has a long way to go. She'll run into more than just a few stumbling blocks in this line of work. And overcoming those obstacles is what will teach her to stand on her own 2 feet. There's that soft side of you is talking again. She just broke something. Oh no, our egg's supposed to explode like that? I guess I shouldn't have gone in expecting to make a perfect meal in a single try. No, wait. Cooking's supposed to be about passion. Exploding eggs are passionate, right? Now, once more. That daughter of mine can sometimes be a little too passionate. I think I'll go help with dinner. We don't want the curtains to catch fire again. But at this rate, there's no telling when we can expect to have a bite of food ready on the dinner table. Ha-ha! Alright, then let's see what this letter's all about, shall we? Cassius cuts the letter's seal. A message from the Erebonian Empire. Huh! What? Wow, this is a surprise. This is real food. This new dish is what I call Estelle's explosion over rice. Be sure to savor every last morsel. Musical note emoji. I will, your cooking this evening's excellent. My compliments to the chef. Hee hee! This is raw talent at its best. Today certainly has been a busy but great day nonetheless. We qualified as junior bracers, had our first real assignment, and I didn't even lose my eyebrows making dinner this time. Not to mention the food being delicious. For a first attempt, this dish is actually quite edible. First, I thought I might have to pitch it out the window when you weren't looking, but it seems that technique won't be necessary tonight. Sometimes you're just so despicably rude, Dad. Don't you know how to be humble and just say something tastes nice? Alright then, how about this? Boy, I never thought I'd be able to eat something wonderful like this before I had to leave on business. You made a splendid meal, Estelle. Thanks, Dad. Wait, business? Are you really leaving again? Yeah, something unexpected came up. This time I'm going to be away for a while. Hold on a minute, you're leaving when? Tomorrow morning. What? I don't care what kind of job you're doing, that's just too soon. It's about that letter, isn't it? Was there some sort of incident? Oh, it's nothing like that, just a simple investigation. I'll have to visit a number of places, so it'll take me about a solid month before I'm through. That being the case, please take good care of the house while I'm away. What do you mean, that being the case? You always use some vague excuse like that and take off for who knows how long. We have to accept it, Estelle. A bracer's job is to help those who come to us for help. I know, I know. But what are you going to do about all your jobs here at the Roland branch? You've already accepted a few of them, haven't you? Oh, only about 5 or 6. So I was thinking, and how about the both of you handle them for me instead? What? Are you really asking us to do the work that you're supposed to be doing? That I am. I'll have you do the ones which I think you can accomplish, and I'll ask Sherazard to handle the difficult ones. So what do you say? Sure. That's more money. Of course we will. You're okay doing those too, right, Joshua? Yeah, no problem. Looks like a good way to get some experience as a bracer. Then it's settled. I'll stop by the guild and let Aina know about the change of plan before I leave. Alright, I'm starting to feel more determined than ever. We'll have to bust our tails with these jobs so we don't tarnish your name while you're gone. Oh, Papa's so proud. My dear Lena, who art in heaven, can you see your daughter now? Our little Estelle's grown up to be such a lovely young woman. Face it, Dad, you're getting old. People lose their trust in you at this age, you might as well just throw in the towel forever. I'm only helping you out because I'm your daughter, and I have a duty to pay you back for the last 16 years. I am only 45. And what's more, I'm very likely the most active member in the entire guild. Not bad for a pair of comedians. By the way, Dad, which flight will you be on tomorrow? The one headed for Gransel or the one headed for Bose? I'll be on the one headed for Gransel. My flight departs at 10 o'clock in the morning. Oh, fucking, I wish planes departed at 10 o'clock in the morning. That means I'll have to get up a little earlier tomorrow. I'd better set my alarm clock just in case. Z, 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 Z. Dad. Still awake, Joshua? You'd better hold off on the liquor or Estelle will get mad again. This is just my way of lifting my spirits before I travel. How about yourself? Would you like to join me for a drink? I'll pass. Actually, what I should be saying is, don't offer alcohol to minors. I'm not like Shara, who jump at any chance to enjoy a drink or 10. That's because she holds her liquor much better than I do. There's something really serious happening, isn't there? There's no conclusive evidence, but there appears to be some sort of movement within the Empire. The Erebonian Empire? That sounds pretty suspicious. This movement doesn't appear to be overt, but that's what has me worried. I intend to do a little probing at the Erebonian embassy to see what turns up. Understood. I'll make sure to look after Estelle while you're gone. Don't you spoil that girl, you hear me? Now that she's become a bracer, she needs to learn to look after herself. Estelle will be fine. She's got good instincts, and despite being a bit rough around the edges, she has a talent with the staff as well. There's no doubt in my mind that she'll be a first-class bracer someday. Yet at present, she's like a babe in arms who knows nothing about the realities of the world around her. At some point in time, she'll have to choose which path to follow in life. And Joshua, the same thing can be said for you, too. It's already 5 years since you became a part of this family, hasn't it? How does time fly? Yes. Sure does seem that way. How about what you said back then? Are you sure you won't reconsider taking those words back? For me, keeping my word is what defines who I am. If I can't do something as simple as that, I don't know how I could live with myself. I know this may sound stubborn, but I can't take back what I said. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologize, but I'd like you to remember this. No matter what path you choose in life, you can't erase these past 5 years. Estelle and I will always be your family. No matter what may befall you. Nod. Thanks, Dad. There, we've completed the prologue. It's a good spot to wrap up. We can go grab our dad's jobs at the Bracers Guild and then call it a night. Well, it looks like it's time for me to board my flight. Estelle, don't do anything I wouldn't do myself, and try not to be a handful for Joshua either. For the umpteenth time, I heard you already. How about you try not to go overboard yourself with your own work? You're not getting any younger, you know. Say what you will, but I'm not about to be overtaken by any youngsters. Scheherazade, I'm really sorry about placing all this work on your shoulders at the last minute. Please don't be. I'm slowly concerned, however, about whether or not I can do a decent job in your place. There's no need to be humble, Silver Streak. And I don't mean to make your life any more difficult, but please keep an eye on these two. Leave that to me. Is tightening up the reins and not spoiling these two fine with you? You definitely understand the way I think. What's this all about? Looks to me like a mutual understanding between master and pupil. The Gransel-bound airliner Lind will be departing shortly. All passengers, please board the airship now. Better take my seat. Have a great trip, Dad. We'll take care of everything here while you're gone. I'm not sure everywhere you'll be going, but don't forget to bring me back a souvenir. A little fancy something would be nice. This trip is for business, not pleasure. If I have any money left over, I'll certainly think about it. All right, you two, be good while I'm gone. fancy airship. He's gone again. Yeah. Come on now, you two. There's no need to look so down. Your father will be back in no time. I don't know what kind of investigation he's been asked to do this time, but when it comes to your father, he'll have it done before you know it. I'm not sad that he's gone. He's always been away more than he's been at home. All right, if you say so. Anyway, I'm going to get to work on those jobs your father left for me, but if you run into any trouble, give me a holler. Will do, but first, I'd like to try and finish a few jobs with Joshua. I want to see what we're capable of doing as junior racers. All right, if you insist. I imagine that with Joshua tagging along, there's probably not much to be worried about. Good luck, you two. Thanks. We'll do our best. So what do you want to do now, Estelle? Shall we go stop by the guild? Yeah, we should probably talk to Aine and find out what jobs are waiting for us. Let's go! Grab some missions and then wrap it up. I'm not sure how to save our game, by the way. Oh, good morning, Estelle and Joshua. Has your father already left? Yep, just barely. That's why we came here to find out the jobs he left for us. Sure. There are a total of 3 jobs I have lined up for you. For the first one, I'd like you to head up to the farm west of here. Isn't that where Tio lives? Tio? Seem to have heard that name somewhere before. Tio Purzel. She was one of our classmates at Sunday school. She's also the Purzel farm owner's daughter. Oh, really? It's actually the Purzel farm that put in a request to have someone exterminate some monsters. Are they really having problems like that? Fortunately, nobody's been hurt, but the owner and his family are upset over their fields being destroyed by the creatures. Therefore, the guild received an extermination request. I never would have expected something like that to happen. Okay, we'll head out there right now. Take this with you, a guild referral. This document certifies that you were dispatched by the guild. Please give it to the owner of the farm. We already know Tio's father pretty well, so I don't think this is necessary, but we'll take it just in case. Got any optional? Hey, find the shiny rock! I'd like someone to find my shiny rock. Please speak to me directly for details. I think I might have dropped it behind the Melder's Orbital Factory. That's actually easy to get. Term long. I think we gotta finish it pretty quick. Milk Main Road monster. A ferocious monster known as a pine plant has been spotted roving the Milk Main Road. Bracers from this branch are requested to deal with this threat immediately. Maybe we can dig around with the options. Behind the Orbital Factory. Your shiny rock, kid? This is really weird. Where could it have gone? Oh, excuse me, but can I ask you something? You didn't see a shiny rock around anywhere, did you? Huh? A shiny rock? Yeah, that's right. One that sparkles? You didn't see a rock like that lying around anywhere, did you? Are you saying you lost something? I don't recall seeing anything like that. Do you know where you might have dropped it? My mom was calling for me, so I ran over to the General's goods store where she was. I know that I had it in my hand at the time, but when I came back here, it was gone. When you say General's goods store, you mean Mr. Rinnan's store, right? Did you look in front of his store? Obviously, that's the first place I looked. You don't need to treat me like a kid, you know. Why aren't you a charmer? Well, I already asked the Bracer Guild to help me find it, so I'm sure it'll show up sooner or later. If you do happen to come across it, give me a holler straight away. I'll probably be around. Hello, little kid. Luke's been like that since this morning. Boys are so simple-minded. You dropped your gem. Huh? Is it in the grate? I wonder what that is. There's something shining down through that sewer grate. Good work, me. You're right. It looks like something must have fallen through. The sewers? Don't tell me you forgot about the sewers already. You know, that smelly, monster-infested place we were in that not too long ago? Oh, right, those sewers. We went there during our practical training, right? The entrance to the sewer should be just behind the chapel. If you're so interested in what's down there, then how about we go check it out a little later? Sure. I think that warrants a trip to the gun and knife store. Let's just convert some stuff. Got way too much space. Try to have around like 20 of each. Perfect. Yeah, we got her a new rod and him a new knife. Or we could double up their defense. Well, not actually double it, but nah, let's do this. What are these? Did I not trade in all my Sepith? Silver earring prevents poison, prevents blind, prevents sleep. We don't have to worry about any of this shit yet. Not wearing any boots on either character. There's my weapons down there. Let's put them on. A Pio Rod. Kunai. Kunai story, bro. There we go. Can't afford any good armor. I could buy them both boots. I guess we'll do that. Apparently if you unequip it, you just have a practice weapon on. There we go. Perfect. Off to the sewers, which should be that much easier. Into the sewers with our boots and our new weapons. Whoop! Didn't even see you, fella. Preemptive attack, though. Yeah, that dagger was a good pickup. Oh shit, did that drop time quartz? You bet it didn't. Kinda gotta be careful running around. Pop monsters. Gets more of that bitchin' battle music. Whoa, you blew it. Thanks, kid. What the fuck? Some sort of super rad.
Piece of cake.
Let's check our options, I guess. Status, visible, change minimap, menu click, retry offset. Enemies become weaker based on number of retries. Neat! As the boss kills us, eventually he'll become not dumb. That's nothing fancy like speed up. Oh well. Preemptive attack. Got him.
That's that one.
Yeah, still no black quartz. There it is. Oh! Butterflies want it. EP heal on your turn. That's neat. I guess you could drag out a turn if you wanted to and regenerate EP. I'm just gonna go for that. You know what? We have an EP station right out front, so don't need to be skimpy on the magic. Although we really do need to unlock our orbment for more max EP.
We're good to go.
quartz fragment. That's his shiny stone. I see now. The thing we saw shining through the sewer grate was this. Seems like it. A quartz fragment, huh? Now we know it was shining so much. The way it sparkles is so beautiful. This is made from septium too, right? Loosely speaking, yes. Let's talk about it later. This isn't a place to have a leisurely chat. I guess you're right. No normal person would want to stay here any longer than they had to. But we're bracers. EP heal, that was a good one. 50? Wow. He's completely out of EP now, though.
We're good to go.
Crisp onions? I don't think we have a recipe that takes crisp onion. Fill her up. Give that kid his little wiener rock. Oh, hey, is that rock? Could it be that this is the rock you've been looking for? Hand over quartz fragment. Yes, this is the one, my shiny rock. Why is it all dirty like this? Don't have something else to say before you complain? You guys are bracers, right? I've already paid your money to the guild. Therefore, I think I have the right to complain. That's not the problem here. Calm down, Estelle, he's just a kid. I know that, but... This quartz is what you were looking for, right? Yes, that's the one. This rock is really quartz? You mean the same kind of quartz that's in an orbment? Yes, it's the same kind of quartz made of sepith. It's chipped, so it doesn't function anymore. I see. So this rock belonged to an orbment. What's wrong? You seem a bit out of it. Who, me? Oh, it's nothing. I'm glad you found it. I guess that's about it then. Goodbye. Oh, that reminds me. I almost forgot. Here, take these. Drill meatball. What? My mom gives these to me and tells me they're healthy, but kind of bitter, so I can't stand them. Anyway, I appreciate what you did for me today. Goodbye. Seriously, what a cheeky little kid. I'm sure it's a difficult age for him, but I wonder why he was searching for that quartz. What do you mean? Now that you mention it, it does seem a little strange. But oh well, everyone has something they think is important. Truer words couldn't have been spoken. Perhaps that kid has an interest in orbments. I, for one, don't see what's so interesting about these overly complex gadgets. My brain goes numb just thinking about them. Except for the fact that you'll have to get used to them sooner or later. You won't be able to fulfill your job as a bracer if you can't use one. Alright, I'll try and learn. Find the shiny rock complete. Let's report that to the Bracers Guild. Get out of the way, little kid. $30. I guess it was a little kid. Seems like you completed your objective without any trouble. If you finish any other jobs, please come back and report again. Got any others? There's a monster on the road. Which I think this is the Milk Road? No, Milk Highway was this one, wasn't it? That's the Elise Highway. Hang on, what was this? Files. Save. Perfect. Man, that's a quick save. No awkward game overs for us. Dude's got a giant fucking house. We don't got time for him. Oligarchs. Where the hell? I got a map somewhere. Due west. That's got to be the highway because it goes past the farm. There it is. There's a tree monster. Is it you? burn one of them. That's a lily monster. We haven't found the actual guy for the job yet. Oh, we actually have enough to get another firebolt off in time. I should have checked to see if we actually need time quartz to upgrade our ordnance. We can check that when we turn in this mission. Ooh. Monster? What the fuck? Bamboozled. That is some bad music. Good thing we saved it. I guess I could just like duels, just craft strike these guys. That's my normal fucking attack. Oh man, that's way too many. I am not digging this. Wow, what the? They're a little stronger. Run! Fuck that. Yeah, it must be a special one on the road. It's a lily monster again. This is the farm, right? Says Percival Farm right on the sign. Red Insectos. Does he have an affinity thing? Elemental efficacy. It's a little tough. Get a sweet double turn with the SP.
Piece of cake.
There you go. Oh! Still don't know where this dude is. Oh, no thanks. Another lily monster. A ferocious monster known as a pine plant. Bracers from this branch. Okay. So a pine plant, he'll hate fire. The fuck? We've been waylaid by shining palms. Alright, see ya. See ya, fellas. That was weird. He ambushed us just to run. That bug likes to fight if he sees us, so steer clear. Oh, you look like what I want. A large monster's prowling around. Save our game. See if we're up for it. It's already got that no fucking around music. Pine plant. Oh, so you want it to be high, so it'll take double damage from fire and half damage from water. Really wish I had fire on this kid too. Almost got our S-break saved up on him though, so I'll do this. Good news, he's got a shitload of HP. Alright, we just gotta keep her alive. Aqua Bleed. It's fine, I will just give her a bomb. rub this on you. The part that got hurt, there you go. One more should do him.
Let's do this!
No!
I'm sorry.
Not now.
I got tricked. What a way to go. I mean, we won. Just she's got to get the hell out of there, I guess. Self-destructs. I think she can take a turn without getting hit. Miss. There goes my break. Another aqua blade. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. You actually survived.
That's that then. Let's move out.
I guess because I had full health or something. Another quest complete. Why do I have... Oh, I have like 10 more HP than you. Hey, he dropped Black Sepith. Exterminated monsters on Milch Main Road. Let's go turn this in. And I think that will be it for today. Thanks for watching. I'm enjoying it so far. I mean, we are just in like the super easy beginning part, but game looks like it has some promise. Looks nice, wacky systems, combat's interesting. That's the gun and knife store. I want to go to the Bracers Guild. Report. $600 reduce. Rank advancement to Junior Bracer 8th class. Received information quartz as a perk. Good work. It seems like you completed your objective without any trouble. If you finish any other jobs, please come back and report again. Okay. What was that quartz they just gave me? Slot it for me, please. I think we have to go to the store to get it slotted. Nope, I equip it manually, don't I? Synthesize some quartz. What if I can just open this shit up? Yep, we don't need time quartz. Whoops. That would have upped my max. Yeah, let's do one for Joshua. No, I came up just shy. Water and fire need a bit. What was that one? Information. Be able to perceive enemy status. Can't really spare it. Problems for next time. All problems for next time. But yeah, I'll see you next time. And we'll go visit this farm, I guess, is what we have to do, don't we? Until then.